Hi, grade 4. Today we're going to be talking about how to multiply with regrouping. So this is just like yesterday's lesson, so it's not going to be too hard. It's going to be mostly review. So we're going to start with 36 times 4. So we're going to do this in the expanded form. So first we have to put it into the expanded form. So we're going to do 30 times 4 plus 6 times 4, because 30 plus 6 is equal to 36. Then we have to solve our expanded form, just like how you guys were doing it yesterday. So what is 4 times 3? It's 12. Good job. And then we have to add 1 0 onto the end of it because 30 has 1 0 in it. So we know that 30 times 4 is equal to 120. Then what is 6 times 4? 24. So once we have our answers, we now have to add those answers. So we have 120 plus 24, which is equal to 144. So that means our answer to 36 times 4 is equal to 144. So it's just like yesterday. You guys understand it, but we're going to do one more just a little bit harder, just a little bit bigger. So we're going to put it into expanded form again. So we have 400 times 5 plus 70 times 5 plus 2 times 5. So then we have to solve our expanded form. So we're going to do the same thing as what we learned on Monday. We're going to do the multiplication, forgetting the zeros, and add the zeros on again. So 4 times 5 is equal to 20. And we have to add 2 zeros onto the end of 20. So that means 2,000. So 400 times 5 is equal to 2,000. Now 70 times 5. So if we do 5 times 7, let's go through our 5 times tables quickly. So we have 1 times 5, which is 5, 2 times 5, which is 10, 3 times 5, which is 15, 4 times 5, which is 20, 5 times 5, which is 25, 6 times 5, which is 30, and 7 times 5, which is equal to 35. So we know that's 35, we add 1 0 onto the end of it. So equals 350. And then lastly, we're going to do 2 times 5, which is 10. So then we have to add all of these answers together. So we have 2,000 plus 350 plus 10. So it'd be 2,360. So it means our answer to 472 times 5 would be 2,360. So that was pretty easy. Now let's see how we can do it without using our expanded form. So we have 439 times 4. So we're going to start off with doing our ones digits first. So we have 9 times 4. So go through your 9 times tables for a second. So we have 9 times 1, which is 9, 9 times 2, which is 18, 9 times 3, which is 27, and 9 times 4, which is 36. So you're not going to put 36, both of those digits underneath this. Instead, you're going to take the 6 from 36, and that's going to go beneath in the ones column. And the 3 from the 36 is going to go above the 3 in the top factor. And we're going to worry about that in the next step. So that we have 36, but split up into 2 different numbers in 2 different places. So then we're going to do our tens column. So we're going to do 3 times 4. Now what's 3 times 4? It equals 12. And then the 3, the little red 3 above in our tens digit, we're going to add that on to 12 now. So we have 12 plus 3, which is 15. So just like the 36, we're going to split up the 1 and the 5 in 15. We're going to put the 5 in the tens column, and we're going to put the 1 above the 4 in the top factor, in the hundreds column. So then we're going to do our hundreds digits. We're going to do 4 times 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. Good job. So then we have to add 1 to that because we're adding our top digit above our 4 there, our little blue 1. So to add that on to 16. So that means it would be 17. So we're going to put that both underneath there. So our 1 is in the thousands column and our 7 is in the hundreds. So we have, that means that 439 times 4 is equal to 1,756. So in this way of multiplying, all that we're doing is we're just carrying the extra digits because you can't put 2 digits in a ones column and 2 digits in a tens column. So remember, we have to regroup them so they become a different column. And we're just going to quickly go over some estimating because you guys did this yesterday. You guys know what you're doing. We're just going to quickly go over it once again, just for a little refresher. So we have 58 times 4. So we're going to estimate round the biggest factor to the nearest 10. So it means our 58 needs to be rounded. So 8, we're going to be looking at the number 8 to round it. So 8, does that round up or does that round down? So 8 rounds up. Good job. So it becomes a 60 times 4, not 58 times 4. So then we're going to use step 2 where we solve the rounded question. So it's just like Monday, how we ignored the 0 at first. We took the 0 off, then did our multiplication, then we added the 0 back on. So what's 4 times 6? 24. Good job. And then we're going to add the 0 onto the end of it. So it would be 240. All right, grade 4, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully you guys understand it. If you guys need any help, don't forget to ask me. Bye, grade 4.